Good day, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel of Astrologer Anil Aggarwala. Today we will be talking about the solar ingress of Sun in Capricorn. Let me read out. Solar ingress of Sun in Capricorn 2021. What it has up its sleeves. So let me read out. It also sometimes becomes very necessary to find out which particular month in the life of the nation is likely to become historic in terms of achievement or disaster. Sun entry into Makar Capricorn sign is celebrated in India as a major festival, though throughout the country. Sun moves into Uttarayana, which is considered to be the day of the gods as per Hindu tradition. The farmers celebrate this day for the time to reap the winter harvest. The day of Makar Sankranti also has greatest astrological significance, as the horoscope cast for the time Sun's entry into Makar Sankranti gives important indications for the coming 3 months, because Sun will move in a movable and a cardinal sign, and the effects are seen for about 3 months. This is done easily. What is known as Surya Vidhi or solar ingress chart. Special consideration is given to entry of Sun in the cardinal signs or the movable signs 1, 4, 7, 10, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. These charts give results for coming 3 months, which means that the year can be divided into 4 quarters for such predictions. Special attention is paid to the position of the Sun and the malefic and benefic aspects received by Sun. The matter pertaining to the house where the Sun is placed would figure out prominently for the 3 months. Saturn transiting over the same sign may not bring good results, especially when it is along with Sun. The solar ingress should come as no surprise that 2020 was a cosmically intense year, and while 2020 will have its own celestial twists and turns, it promises to bring inspiration and hope to us all. The new year will help us evolve with the times and move into future wiser than ever. The parameters which require special attention in these charts are as follows. The Panchang parameters. The position of the Sun and malefic and benefic aspects received by it. Matter related to the house where Sun is placed will figure out prominently in the 3 months. Lordship of the planets as aspects the Sun or with Sun are vital importance. The Lagna has to be examined carefully as it depicts the nation as a whole. The general condition of the country are also indicated by the Lagna. The other houses and Raj Yogas also to be seen for the malefic and beneficence. Let us have a look at the solar ingress of the 14th January 2021 at 8:14:50 seconds. The chart is of a Capricorn sign, which is signified by India. Varamira has allotted the sign Capricorn to India. So, and since the Lagna rising is Capricorn and the Lagna represents the nation as a whole, so for the coming 3 months, it will influence the people in general, the general conditions of the country. The day is Thursday and the Lord is Jupiter, placed in the Lagna in debilitation as the Lord of the 3rd and the 12th house is not good. It is placed in the Yam of Taurus, the 5th house of the chart, where Rahu is placed and supposed to be good in the sign. The Yama Lord Venus is placed in the 12th house, again not good, and is also in Papakatri Yoga. This is another parameter as far as India is concerned. Whenever Venus is under affliction, there is political tug of war. There are so many struggles, strife and struggles in the country. We have seen that ever since Mercury joined Gemini, there were troubles. We all know it, and I've written so many articles about it. So, the star is, the Tithi is Shukal Paksh Prathama, the star is Shravana, the Yoga is Vajra, the Karna is Baba, and the Lord is Sun. The Capricorn sign is Dagda Rashi and not good, but the placement of Jupiter is some relief. All the planets are gripped by the nodes is not good, and since Aroha called Sarpa Yoga is formed. The Lagna rising is Capricorn in the star of Moon, the 7th Lord who is placed in the Lagna the Lagna Lord Saturn is placed in the sign, in own sign, but combusted, and is also placed in Uttarashada, whose Lord is also placed in Lagna, and the Lord is Sun placed there. Sun is also the 8th Lord here. Sun ingress in the sign Capricorn, and the Lagna indicates the general condition of the country. Sun is influenced by Jupiter and the 3rd Lord and the 12th Lord. Sun and the Lagna influenced by the 6th and the 9th Lord. Mercury. Sun and the Lagna influenced by Moon and the 7th Lord. Sun and the Lagna influenced by Saturn, the Lagna Lord and the 2nd Lord. There are total 5 planets in the Lagna inclusive of Sun, and all these planets aspect the 7th house along with Mars from the 4th house. So 6 planets are aspecting the 7th house of relationship with other countries, war, battle, and so many, and international relations. So all that. The 7th house is getting more prominent. The Lagna and 7th house are more prominent in the chart. And then the Saturn and Saturn and Mars in the square aspect is not good. It shows strife and struggle, and Mars is placed in the own house in the 4th house, which is depicted by the farmers and the sukham of the country, and the Mars is stronger than the Lagna Lord. So the farmers, agitation will be more prominent in these coming 3 months, until unless their demands are satisfied, until unless their demands are fulfilled by the government. It is obvious here Mars is very strong here, and the Lagna Lord Saturn is combusted by Sun, and Sun is also the 8th Lord, and the Lagna has Jupiter the 12th Lord, Mercury the 6th Lord, and Sun the 8th Lord. But apart from, and Saturn the 2nd Lord, Lagna Lord and the 2nd Lord, and 2nd Lord is combust, and Jupiter is placed there. Jupiter is weak, so the 2nd house becomes weak. The 2nd house of the chart becomes weak. Now what is the 2nd house? I'll just read it out for you. The ascendant. The Lagna signifies the general condition of the country. 1st house is the Ministry of Home Affairs, public health, and nation as a whole. There in times of emergency, national disaster, and ability of the nation to cope with it. Since there are benefics also, so this is also a support. Being also the Lord of the Trik Bhavas, they also own the lordship of good houses. So it will be a mixture, but benefic planets placed in the Lagna are good. It is a support. It is a support to the Lagna. So friends, but 2nd Lord combusted and Jupiter debilitated is not good for the 2nd house. But Sun and Saturn conjunction definitely not good, as mentioned in the book of Mundane Astrology by Vani Publications. Now, 2nd house. Since the 2nd house Lord is combust and placed in the Lagna, and Jupiter in debilitation, the concern may be for the 2nd house in the coming 3 months. The 2nd house is the financial condition of the country, capacity to invest in stock and bonds, economy of the country. Since the 2nd Lord is afflicted in the Lagna, means that the state is going to draw heavily on the natural resources due to emergencies. But the 2nd Lord is with benefics planets, hence good after trouble to the nation. After trouble, it is good to the nation because there are benefics also, there is some support system. 3rd house, since the 12th and the 3rd Lord Jupiter is placed in the Lagna, there will be troubles from the neighbors China and Pakistan. Rail and air traffic may suffer. There may also be some accidents pertaining to rail and air. Border clashes may take place with dimension, communication and radio, televisions may be influenced. Armed forces may have to be alert. Loss and gain of the land and trouble for the same with neighbors. 4th house, land and crops, agriculture industry, mine and minerals, weather conditions, hotel industry, mining disasters, earthquakes, floods, school and educational institutions, opposition parties, throne of the king, general condition and trade in agriculture. Since the Mars is placed in a own sign and goes in the Gemini Namamsha as the 6th house of the Rashi chart, as per Rashi Tuna Namamsha, there is square aspect between Mars and Saturn. There will be strife and struggles to achieve happiness in the coming 3 months. The farmer agitation may be the main parameter which may pose strife, struggles, and hindrances. Since Mars and Saturn are also in square position, we can also expect an earthquake. It is not good. So fifth house, Rahu placed in the fifth house has aspect of debilitated Jupiter. Rahu becomes very strong. Fifth house is also speculation for stock market, and since the nodes are gripping all the planets and Rahu has the capacity to turn the tables and take the stock market in any direction and may give opportunities to invest in the stock and financial markets, especially after the 13th February 2021 when Rahu will join the Rohini star, and there will be 6 planets in the sign Capricorn in the lunation chart of the 12th February 2021. Sixth house. Since the sixth house is placed in the Lagna, sixth lord is placed in the Lagna and influences the sun, and Mars joins the Gemini Navamsha, there will be protest by the farmers with great dimension. Sixth house is also labor class, armed forces may have to be brought in action. Para and other medical services may also be required in the coming 3 months. The seventh house is war, battles, enemies, dacoits, foreign secretive agents, international affairs, international disputes, agreements and alliances. The influence of the 6 planets on the 7th house is most enigmatic for brawl between India and China and India and Pakistan. The affliction to the Taurus Scorpio axis and Cancer Capricorn axis is prone to war-like conditions, and as can be seen from the past, the sign rising Capricorn in the Lagna as allotted to India by Vraha Mira is crystal clear and indicates the same, especially when there will be 6 planets in the sign Capricorn after 12th February 2021, and there will be a planetary war between Jupiter and Venus, and as per Mur Chitram, it is bloodshed and it is not good. There is a planetary war between Jupiter and Venus on the 12th of February 2020, and as per Mur Chitram, it is bloodshed. So what could emerge is probably the relation with China and Pakistan may go for a toss, and China and Pakistan may have an aggressive stance, and have the brawl between China and India may take an ugly turn. Eighth house, eighth lord is in the Lagna and Saturn combusted. There could be a setback in the cabinet, trouble to the nation by famines and epidemics. Ninth house, ninth lord is in the Lagna influencing the sun as well. Supreme Court may take up cases cropping up, especially the farmers' agitation, treaties and agreements. 10th house, 10th lord is placed in the 12th house. In Papkatri Yoga, the king royalty suffers and there may be lawlessness. Parliament is also seen from the 11th house, from the 12th house. From the 10th house. 11th house, agreements and contracts with foreign government, gain from other nations. The Lord is strong in the 4th house, but is in square position from the Lagna, and Lagna Lord strive and struggles for the same. 12th house. 12th Lord Jupiter is in debilitation in the Lagna with Sun not good, for losses in war, for espionage, secret plots, foreign spies. 12th Lord in the Lagna indicates spies are active and foreign powers are trying to influence the policy of the country. It signifies foreign plots and conspiracies. The panoramic view of 2021, 1st January 2021, 0000 hours, also indicates that till Mars is in the sign Taurus till 15th April 2021, and especially till it is it reaches the sign Leo on the 18th July 2021, there will be strife and struggles, but after that the position could improve, and there would be we would also get relief from the virus, since the vaccine would also come in operation, and Jupiter will be out of the Capricorn sign Ketu will be out of the Jyeshtha star, so we expect some relief. If not total relief, then definitely some relief after July, after May, after 10th May 2021, for the Ketu coming out of Jyeshtha Nakshatra and entering Anuradha Nakshatra, and then Jupiter coming out of Capricorn and joining Aquarius sign on the 5th April 2021. And then Mars reaching the sign Leo on the 18th July. So all these three parameters are very important, and the moment all these time frames, the change of Ketu from Jyeshtha to Anuradha Nakshatra, the change of Jupiter from Capricorn to Aquarius, and Mars reaching Leo sign, then after that, I think the life will become much better as far as India is concerned, and maybe for the complete world. And economy will improve. And there will be a lot of opportunities for investment and investments, and even the real estate. So the fourth house is very strong, so real estate will also have some betterment, which has been under a lot of pressure for quite some time. So we see some built up properties, they gain importance. The land may not, the real estate totally may not improve, but the built up properties, that sector will improve definitely, because the loans etc. will become cheaper, and people, the salaried class would like to invest in the real estate as well. So this is all I just wanted to share, friends. Thank you for listening to me, and bye bye.